It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Omnipollo, and it's a bottle of this Selassie Imperial Stout with Ethiopian coffee and vanilla beans. It's 11% ABV. Great labels with the Omnipollo beers. Really, really fun, stand out. You know it's Omnipollo beer. We got a blue bottle cap. Let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. For me, Omnipollo brews some of the greatest Imperial Stouts in the world. Nice bit of smoke on the opening. Let's check this one out. Listen to that glug. Goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious me, look at that. 3 finger. More than a tan coloured head. That is edging towards a chocolatey mocha head. The beer in the glass is jet black. There is no light bleeding through whatsoever. Look at the quality of that beer. Let's get the aroma. If you've had a tense day, if you need something to bring a smile to your face, then surely even the aroma, even the smell of this beer is enough to just drop your shoulders and sigh and just think to yourself, I'm lucky, I'm a lucky man to have a great, well, even the smell, this great smelling beer in my hand. Total relaxation. Chocolate coffee caramel from the roasted malt. Then you have some of that Ethiopian coffee, and then you have some of that vanilla bean. It's slightly vinous. There's some berry qualities going on. It's slightly nutty. There's a slight hazelnut aroma in there. It's bonkers. It smells incredible. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Stone the crows, stone the crows. What an amazing, amazing beer. As always, if you're familiar with my channel, if you're familiar with my reviews, let's start with the mouthfeel. The mouthfeel on this beer is just supreme. It's incredible. It's rich, it's dense, it's creamy. It layers your palate with a liquid that just sits there for a moment, and as it sits there, it's releasing flavour upon flavour onto your brain. It's just... The coffee, the Ethiopian coffee is staggering. There's a lovely bitterness to it, and you just get that lovely coffee flavour. It's marvellous. The vanilla bean in the beer, it just takes... it just peels back that Ethiopian coffee bean a little bit, because it is quite strong. The flavour of coffee is quite strong, and I think what Omnipollo have done here, they've added that vanilla bean just to maybe just strip it back a little bit, take your attention away just slightly from that Ethiopian coffee bean, because I think it might be a little bit too, not too much, but maybe a little bit too much for some people. That might be it. And and it offers balance. The vanilla beans just takes it. Yeah, it just moves you in a different direction with the beer. Staggering though. This beer is so complicated that it needs stripping back layer by layer by layer by layer. There's so much flavour, there is so much density, there is so much going on. We've talked about the Ethiopian coffee, we've talked about the vanilla, we've talked about the wonderful mouthfeel of the beer. Let's talk about another important job that's being done in this beer, and that's the roasted malt. Let's talk about the job the roasted malt's doing. And first of all, you can see the job it's doing. Look at the lacing on the glass. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. And the more malt you add to the beer, the more dense it becomes. It creates a lovely, thick, dense head. It looks like for me, I've coined it, I've said it, I call it a Scandinavian style imperial stout. Even though I think it's brewed in France. I think this particular beer... Sorry, it's brewed in Lochristi in Belgium at Savoy Beer. But anyway, apart from where it's brewed, Belgium. That roasted malt then is doing a fantastic job in terms of flavour. Chocolate, coffee and caramel coming from the roasted malt. How incredible is that? Also, I'm getting vinous qualities. There's a red wine quality in there. There's a slight plum and fig flavour coming through. Carbonation is great. It's quite a thick, dense, heavy beer. Pardon me, but that carbonation is just enough to lift it and push it around the inside of the mouth a little bit. It's fantastic. If you're a fan of coffee, then this could very well be the beer for you. It's 11% ABV. It's wonderful to drink. Do you know the coffee market? Let's talk about the coffee market just for a quick moment, just before I give the rating on this beer. And even your big companies, beginning with S, the coffee company beginning with S, green sign, shops everywhere. You go into that particular coffee shop and they'll do, my wife I had a taste of it the other day. She had some like frap or something. It was like cold coffee, cold iced coffee. I thought it was lovely. Hot day. She let me have a little bit of this like slushy, ice cold coffee thing, and it was nice. Fair play. So, you know, the coffee industry is carrying on innovating. It's just fantastic that they're kind of innovating in that way. Probably the big S company with the green sign and the shops everywhere. They probably stole it from a craft coffee maker and integrate it into their shops. That's what the big boys do, unfortunately, but it's still for me a little bit of an innovation in terms of coffee. So of course, why not beer? Why not the Omnipollos of this world, just to make the most amazing, stonkingly good imperial stouts and add some coffee in. And because let's not forget, beer used to be the morning choice for most people before coffee became very popular in the 1900s. So maybe we can kind of claim a little bit back now. Maybe we can brew these coffee imperial beers and wake up and have them first thing in the morning. I'm up for that on a Sunday, totally. Anyway, let's rate it. So Omnipollo Selassie Imperial Stout with the Ethiopian coffee beans and vanilla beans, 11% ABV. It's stunning. The way the beer looks in the glass, the lacing, the aroma. Look at the way that head retention for 11% beer has hung around. Let's rate it. For me, it's an absolutely staggering beer. It's a 10 out of 10. Stone the Crows, Christ on a bike, 10 out of 10. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.